unmute themselves. Sorry. Go ahead. You can unmute yourself. Go ahead. Go ahead, Adandimbo.
Eze bi n'eluigwe ọgọrọ ya na-akpụ n'ala. Chukwu okike ya kpọgo. Eze bi n'eluigwe ụmụ gị agbakọnata. Nna m anyị na-eme ibe isi anyị na-eme ya ka anyị nọ na-eme. Onweghị ibe ọzọ anyị bụ n'obi ahụ njem nwere onwe. Ya ka anyị na-eji ijie. Anyị wee na-asị gị ezi Chineke biko bịa ka ị nọnyere anyị. Chụọrọ anyị ka a lawa ajọ mmụọ ajọ mmadụ ahụ kachasị ndị sabo. Ndị si na Biafra ya abịa ndị na-anụ ọgụ niile ebe a na-anụ ka ha wee fụdati na Biafra ya abịa si Chukwu biko ọgụ ahụgụ nwa ya anụrụ anyị ya gọzie anyị Chineke gọzie ụmụ ife gọzie ụmụ Biafra niile ebe ọnwụ na anyị niile ezi Chineke ma ana m akpọkwa gị n'isi awa dịda Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike nọnyere m ihe gbaala m ya ume were dọkịta na-agwọ ya ọya Chineke biko ọkwago ka anyị nwee onye ọzọ otu aka na-akpọkwa n'isi ọbata obie udu akọ mmiri na mbiko ihe niile ugoko ọdịnaka anyị eme nke anyị ji nwụrụ mmadụ ma agụ nwa ya eme nke iji wu Chukwu na m ana m asị aka ọwụna ụdọ ọwụna ezumezu ọwụna osi n'elu osi na ọwụ ikwu ọwụ ibe ọwụ onye ọzọkwa anya wụrụ ndị ji ọbata obi eji awa dịda Maazị Nnamdi Kanu asị m aka ha gbajie asị tinyere ha ọgbaghara ebe ọbụla ba nọ na tinyere ha ọgbaghara were ọgbaghara tinye n'etiti ya Chineke pịaba m ụtarị mee ka ọkụ gbuo ha na-arụ mee ka ezumezu niile asaa kpọpụtara ya awa dịda Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'ọbata obi ya na m otu aka si welekwa awa COS wee tinye gị n'aka nna m ọkwago nwa ike yoo onye emekwe nke o ji wụrụ mmadụ n'ọkwago Chukwu na-eme nwa onye na-enye ike ajọ mmụọ ajọ mmadụ uke mmụọ uke mmadụ ebe ọsọkwa anya si onye ọsọkwa anya wụrụ ọsọkwa wụrụ mụnwa na-eche echiche ọjọọ megide ihe asụ Chineke megide onye ọbụla na-emegide COS ayo ise ọwụrụ mụnwa na-emegide ya emegide m ise onye ọsọkwa ya wụrụ ebe ọsọkwa na-agba ije ọ na-agba n'elu ọ na-agba ya n'ala ọ na-agba n'okwu n'ala ọ na-agba n'elu bed asụ Chukwu asụ megide ekwene ka ba binye ekwene ka nna m binye ọbịa onye ọsọkwa enekwena anya n'ihu emekwa na-ebele alili aka weluo mgbe niile ise maybe you go ya agora ya megide I like it All right, thank you so much. Welcome, dear friends. Thank you so much for that wonderful prayer. We thank God. Please mute yourself, everyone. Mute one. Mute yourself. Be good.
base ka anyị nọsị n'elu ihe na mbụ na mbụgodi ihe nchọrọ ime ka Ngozi Orabese mata ya bụ eziokwu ọgbata obi akụkwara nga terorizm 6 years terorizm ị nwere idea ada ọgbata obi Simon Ekpa Finland tụrụ ya nga 6 years for terrorism ị nwere idea
okay for the thing ọpụtago
mba ihe na-ekwu ihe dị na news ka m na-eme analyze
okay
because enwere ihe some people enweghị idea ha just na-agba kpere Finland tụrụ ya nga 6 years for terrorism Ngozi Orabese bụ chief of staff Simon Ekpa bụ the chief of terrorism so Ngozi Orabese nwere question to answer because ọma ihe mere ọgbata obi eji were mee terrorism o so were support ọgbata obi na terrorism o mere so ọ bụrụ ọmụnwa bụ lawyer Ngozi Orabese nwere question to answer
yes
because mgbe niile ahụ Simon Ekpa dey terrorize ebe niile ahụ ọ na-eme terrorism ahụ Ngozi
Orabese so ya
kee ihe o mere
and onye nwa Ngozi Orabese na-negotiate ihe that place maka chief of staff
chief of staff to Simon Ekpa who the terrorist atụrụ nga 6 years then Okechukwu Nkere alias Isaiah Anyaogu who the finance minister na-eweta ego Simon Ekpa ji terrorize ndị ọ na-terrorize so which means I feel like in case one person and her carry terrorism here like that. One person name in robbery no change and begin with a brave one a street, but we show the mother. I had to wait, but the plan terrorist city a very pen court. What is evidence from everywhere? The chief of staff will respond to no one. I am.
Yes.
So the court consider me invite.
Oh, consider me invite. Sure.
I'm going to invite a phone number. Yeah, I got for communication. Young one over to be at the plan. I saw the terrorists over to be at them. More results also not over to be a one only make terrorists. Okay, we are Chieko, Simon Ejiheko. Okay, we are able to take a very terrorist. So before I just send the metal terrorist, Simon is a terrorist now. Oh, when Catania Simon para before I send the Simon they go to terrorist. And when both of us also now Simon plan we need that. So Hannah me going Hannah no how if that is what goes around comes around.
Sure.
Hannah feel Simon Ekpa. I can make arrest one by one. They have questions to answer. Because that is how it works. And when people are going to profit now, and when the case is something they do, I got you. I got you on that. I'm going to Chinese pass release, but I got you on that.
Oh, good, yeah.
Get him about this particular thing. Get him about a phone. Got to your phone. But communication even with that person must say when other people in our plan because so we is on that terrorism had to Simon Ekpa. So we are here watching them. In the multi years on them, when the people Basara Ngozi Orabese, also I be literate or very educated.
Good evening. Sons and daughters of rising sun. Good evening, Muchineke. Hello to you, man. Good evening. Good evening. Because couldn't have done naked live, but very important.
In order to become the president of Nigeria, nobody can argue there were deals that went on. But what he did was to play them against each other so that
you are alleging that President Tinubu had a deal with the terrorists?
Excuse me, it is no longer a secret anywhere in the world.
Hi everyone, welcome to this interview. This is a loaded interview, by the way, about the
Ezinne, good evening. Norma, good evening. Good evening, Ezinne. Ụmụ Biafra, mụ na Ezinne Adaobi ana na-azụ nwa, nwaanyị nwere obi ọma, nwaanyị nwere obi sarịsarị, nwaanyị ihe nwere nwaanyị na-agụ agụrụ, nwaanyị na-achọ ka ọ kpọọ n'ụmụ ya ọ mụrụ na ala Biafra. Mụ na ya nọ online today. Mommy Ngozi. Mommy Ngozi, ana m achọ ka ike n'ụmụ Biafra. Ndewo Ezinne m Adaobi. Ndewo.
Akwebisi.
Nne m
Akwebisi.
daa n'ụzọ. Ọya bara oge nne. Ọya bara oge nne.
Hey.
Ọya bara oge nne. Ọya bara oge.
Daa n'ụzọ. Nwa Ngozika. Hey, nne m.
The only son o nwere. The only son o nwere. Ọ bụ the only son o nwere.
Akelasi yo.
The only son o
Ụmụ
nwere.
Biafra. Ekelekwa m unu. Ekelekwa m unu. Happy Sunday for ndị na-eje ụka. Ụka ọma for ndị na-eje ụka. Unerikwana osikapa rice. Osikapa on Sunday. Ma ndị na-eji ofe akwụ. Ma ndị na-eji eyemeye stew. Ama na o meriri nke ọma. Ama na ndị Biafra dịrị ude. Ama na udo dị na ndị Biafra. Ekenekwa m unu. Asị m unu jisi ike. Ike amagwụ anyị jisi n'ike. Anyị emerigo ndị ajọ mmụọ. Anyị emerigo ha. Ọ bụkwa na mmeri. Anyị emerigo ha. Ana m ekene unu. Ndị nne ndị nna narị na-ekene ekene ka anyị ji wee bịa. Ekenekwe m ka ọ dị ngwanụ. Akwebisi.
Ndewo nne m.
Jisi ike
Ndewo.
nna m. Anọkwa m ebe a.
The goddess in here. The goddess in our comment section. The goddess in our comment section.
Hey, Nwada ka ada. Goddess.
Nne m asụ m ọkụkọ tọrọ m na nne m ihe adị.
Ekenekwe m.
Ọwakọ ebe isi. The only son Dr. Ngozi Ọrabueze nwere. Na-ekene gị nne m. Ndewo. 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 Ndewo nne. Daa n'ụzọ.
Situation of things in Nigeria. I know many of us have been following the insecurity issue. Today, I will be interviewing someone who has been at the forefront of.
Nne m ịmanụ ka esi eme ya, o rute enwe gị chọrọ ikwu okwu, gị si m sumudi ya, ma esumudi ya, gị ikwu okwu. Ndewo nne m, daa n'ụzọ. Adaobi nọ dị a?
Ana m nsogbu adịghị. Ana m.
Okay.
what is happening. If you don't know about the Macedonian Initiative, by the way, it's a faith-based, non-denominational NGO that has been responding to the systematic persecution of Christians in northern Nigeria since the 1990s. Now, the person that I want to interview today is not just a pastor. This man is a security consultant with more than 2 decades of experience. And he has also served as the Deputy Secretary General and the Director for Peace and Security at the African Union. Of course, he is the Global Overseer of Living Waters Unlimited Church and International Coordinator of the Macedonian Initiative. Please help me to welcome one of my fathers, Reverend Ladi Peter Thompson. Daddy, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Adiola. And let me say quickly that we want to thank God who has given you a platform and a voice to speak in matters of opinion molding and consensus building. I think it's a lofty platform, and I pray you continue to use it well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. First and foremost, a lot of people have been asking, what exactly are we dealing with? What is even going on?
I want to speak without a shred of doubt right now that what Nigeria is dealing with, it is both an ancient and a modern problem. And this is bigger, including religion, but bigger than religion. This is not an Usman Danfodio narrative. It's a more modern, more deadly, more intelligent hydra, a supremacist agenda that was perfected by Osama bin Laden when he globalized the global resurgence of religious terrorism. This is not merely a Fulani problem. It's bigger than that. There are about 5-6 groups that we are reckoning with. It has a head in education. It has infiltrated our security defense systems. Over the years, it has infiltrated governance. It has infiltrated media.
Okay, so thank you so much, Daddy. But I feel like so far you have been speaking in parables. You are not naming. Okay, so you said 5 different heads. You need to put names. Also, you need to give the evidence of all these things that you are saying.
I told you it's a supremacist agenda that was designed to use Islam as a cover. That's why for the first 15, 16 years, it was targeted only at Christians first. I told publicly that in the later years, towards the end, when they're about to strike Nigeria completely, they will start killing Muslims as well. So I said that about 10 years ago. You are dealing with something that is global, but has a local face. Its objective is to take the whole of Nigeria, not some of Nigeria. Now, it's going to use Islam and the Sharia to take Nigeria. All over the world, its tactics are different.
Who is trying to take Nigeria?
Now, let me put it for you like this. The architecture for the intelligence behind this thing is more than the local intelligence. But they have contacted local actors. You see, there's what they call the ISWAP. The Fulani is there. Then you have the Kanuri-dominated Boko Haram. Then you have Lakurawa, Ansaru, and all those other offshoots of the global template provided by Al-Qaeda. Many-headed, only one hat. And what the idea is to take Nigeria, take West Africa, take the rest of Africa, and then use that resources to dominate the world.
Okay, so it's Al-Qaeda that is trying to take over Nigeria through these different terrorist organizations.
An intelligence created by Al-Qaeda between 1991 and 1996, Osama bin Laden was in Sudan, perfecting the model of how to globalize terrorism and rule the world with Sharia. And he knew they would have to kill Muslims as well. So what we're dealing with is bigger than just a religious problem. It's a supremacist agenda covering its face with Islamic religion.
So for people that may be watching right now, some of them will say, we've been hearing about things like this for a long time. Where is the actual evidence? Like what you said Bin Laden drafted in Sudan. Is there a record of it somewhere? Like some people would say, where is the evidence to the things that you're saying?
Okay, one of the greatest weaknesses of the African nations of the world, including Nigeria, is the inability to mathematize inquiry. That is to collect statistics and data, crunch it, and then do what they call concatenation. That is to join all the dots and use that to come to a conclusion and predict things that when they happen, you will not be surprised. If you follow the media in Nigeria over the past 20-something years, there's nothing I have said beforehand that did not come to pass, including when the color of the terrorist, the color skin of the terrorist is going to change in the latter hours, when they are bringing in people from the Maghreb and they're bringing in other people from outside of our borders. So if you want evidence, I will give you some. Number one, let me give you something very simple. There's no place in the world that has responded to an already documented resurgence of global Islamism by claiming to arrest terrorists, and then you claim that you have de-radicalized them, and then you absorb them into the Nigerian army. You see, that one alone is an amazing case of stupidity. I've never heard of this kind of madness before. An armed robber comes to your house, you arrest him. Instead of prosecuting him, you claim that you have changed his mind, and you now make him join your megadis. That is, of course, one. Number two, if we collate, I can tell you from the beginning, one of the things I discovered from the year 1999 to 2000 was government complicity. And why do I say so? We have reached a stage now where we are not afraid of anything anymore. In those days, we were more afraid of the enemy within than the enemy without. So today, there can be documents that I will give you, will put on display. When you find out that young girls are kidnapped, married off, taken away from their husbands, I mean, sometimes young girls are kidnapped, sometimes wives are kidnapped, married off Islamically, and you will see that if someone will come, the governors were aware. I can give you a case where we had to curb a terrorist attack in Kaduna State. We could tell you the modus operandi. It started with Gumi when he came back from Mecca, when he came back from Saudi Arabia. His first tafsir in Kaduna was a call to violence, to slaughter. The VHS came to me because we have been setting up early warning systems, and this is what a real early warning system is to prevent something. When we got it, we translated it into English, and at that time it was Obasanjo who was the president of Nigeria. Thank God for the first square general overseer, who is now late, Wilson Badido, who assured me that what we prepared and gave to him was given to Obasanjo in his bedroom. But what they didn't know was that we were still monitoring Kaduna to see whether the arms build-up towards the execution was going to stop. When we saw that it was not going to stop, in fact, this is a good example I'm giving you. I had to call a special strategic session with media, because media is a force expander in this new war form, this Hydra-headed war form. At that time, the man they call Additional, who became Buhari's media, whatever, was at that time an editor-in-chief or something in one of the newspapers. They gathered together, and I told them, this is the problem. They are about to kill 600 to 900 people. Femi Additional. They are about to kill 600 to 900 people in Kaduna. And I said to them, send them monitoring. The Gumi boy went into the SSS office in Kaduna laughing and came out laughing. When I got that report in Lagos, we decided to call this media meeting and said, look, how do we solve this? Now, there's a headline that we have to put up where they did as if they interviewed the head of CAN and had to.
This man is speaking. I think the man from Yoruba.
This man were pastor.
From Yoruba.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. This man knows everything, and they are keeping quiet. And they knows everything that is going on. They know that this Fulani, these terrorists, they are coming to, to kill the indigene. And do you know what this man said? He said that even the last day, these people, Gabia, then we kill some will kill Muslims also. You know the Muslims that they will kill. Then we kill the Yoruba Muslims. Then we kill those people that converted as a Muslims, because they don't believe that they are the same, and they are keep quiet instead of them to find solution in their own lands. And and you call yourself a pastor. Eh? You call yourself whatever you call yourself. You guys will wake up now and find the solution of your own land, Yoruba land. Because you people have the Muslims. But these radical Muslims don't believe in your people Muslims. Because they said that your people Muslims is infidel. So you people should know. Because when I'm talking about these terrorists killing the Christians, massacre the Christians, time will come now that we're going to house. Time is coming that we're going to house. That will be knocking on the people's door. But it's not going to be in our Biafra land. That's why we need to Biafrans. We need to fund our government. Because this thing that they're saying is not joking. Fulani, they're not joking. They are not joking. I think this man, I forgot this man, Kani Adam, I don't know if I pronounce the man's name very well. He said that Fulani have told them the places that they are going to visit, including Lagos. So you guys should not be speaking English. It's not the time of English. It's the time of solution. Because you see, some people thought that we Biafrans were joking. We are not joking. We have gone. We have gone and we have gone. We are now pushing hard to go and settle in our land. And we're going to protect our land with all costs. So, they are not joking. I'm carrying go.
And the new
On a crack, and now.
immediately. Now, this is a guy who has been banned by Saudi Arabia. They didn't allow him to enter Saudi Arabia. Let me give you another proof. I was on television when I found out there was no other way of escape. When an Al-Qaeda operative was going to be,
Yes, how to go, man.
Was already appointed as a federal minister in Buhari's government. And I questioned.
Do you mind naming that minister?
What's his name? Something Issa Pantami. How do I know? I supervised an evacuation in 2004 when a young Christian was slaughtered in the mosque of ATBU. That's Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University. Okay? Now, when we supervised that, it was this Pantami who was a lecturer in that university at that time, who put a fatwa on certain students because they preached the gospel to Muslims in a university. And at that time, when they killed that boy, we had to go and evacuate the others whose names I spoke to them recently. They are still afraid till now. The young guys brought them into Lagos. We made arrangements to take them into other countries where there's better respect for human worth. And then Sunday Achi was the name of the student who was murdered. Okay. At that time, for you to know how this thing works, there was a bishop who was working with the Obasanjo government who went to arrange for the burial of this boy. And when I said, let us make it an issue, they at that time were cooperating because they didn't realize how dangerous this Hydra is. Later, that Hydra attacked that bishop, almost killed him, finished his secretary. Fortunately, they couldn't catch his wife. They maimed him. And today, he's one of the forefront advocates who has realized how dangerous this thing is. I could easily give you many more examples. One of the former head of states who was claiming that there was nothing in his time, I was at a meeting with him in his home in Ota. When he gave me his own version of what he believed was going on, I said to him, sir, during your government, they were already building up more and more, infiltrating more and more. I said, do you remember a meeting you went to have in northern Nigeria when these things happened? When you left, they slaughtered every member of the family that entertained you. Sending you a warning to back. Now, some years later, Nigeria, and I think when they showed him the build-up of what is coming into Nigeria when the final phase comes. Look, the Nigerian army in totality, everybody knows what the number is. Time they engaged the BH on 3 war fronts, it took almost 2.5 weeks to overcome. So everybody realizes that if you think the Nigerian army can...
This Isa Pantami, is he not the one that is in charge of the is the ID card of Nigeria?
Mba, onye ka INN, onye ka ị na-ekwu onye INN, onye so INN. That guy aha.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Onye ka ị na-ekwu, ọwụ onye ka ọ na-ekwu.
Okay, okay.
Ama m onye ka ị na-ekwu, onye ka ị na-ekwu one useless guy ọwụ nwere ihe ahịa.
Yes, because I felt Pantani too.
Ah.
Yeah.
Onye ka ha ke ya nwa ihe ọ na-adị in charge of INN.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, ama m the guy, ama m na ya nwa ka ị na-ekwu.
Okay.
Onye ka ha wee ezigbo Daisy ka ị na-anụ terrorist onye ka ha wụ.
Yes. Yeah, you're correct.
We stand by forces of what ISWAP has planned in the future. For us right now is very simple. Nigeria is 220 million people strong. The number of all these people who want to swallow Nigeria, they are not even up to 450,000. Now, the strength of this is that is going around. And this is what we have to be careful to counsel the US government about. Anybody who looks and thinks that the Fulani is a primary problem is a joker. The Fulani is not the primary problem. All the combined forces of all these people is not up to 400 and something million. Now, is it this
something thousand?
All these ill-educated, all these what can I say, anachronistic human beings who are wearing loincloths all over the whole place? Do you think that they are the real problem? Listen, the Fulanis have told you that they were busy using their six when people came and gave them AK-47s and took their children to go and train. Why don't we realize that it's the intelligence that is arranging logistics, that is arranging safe passage for them? I have boys in the army. We used to pray for them. When they locate the enemy position in the Nigerian army, a signal comes from Abuja that they should not attack. The signal will be delayed. After 3 hours, they tell them, now go. The Boko Haram will have left that place.
So
what more proof
are
do we
you
need?
saying that the Nigerian government is involved in what is
What are you saying?
happening?
Even Jonathan, before he left, openly said they are in my cabinet. Look, this thing has been known to collapse nations from within. So there's nothing new about what is going on in Nigeria. It's just like the architecture of thought. I would rather speak to the younger generation, the digital generation who understand programming. Because it looks as if the older generation don't have what it takes, don't have the understanding to acknowledge that there's a problem here. And let us come squarely. My eyes are on the president of Nigeria. It needs to be careful. Yes. Listen to me. I have nothing against him personally, but I can tell you something that is very, very clear to anybody. Now, he is an astute, consummate politician, but he doesn't realize that there's a global problem that he's dealing with. In order to become the president of Nigeria, nobody can argue there were deals that went on. And in essence, what he did was that he, more than anybody else, realized that there are many factors to the Hydra. In terms of the kinetics, apart from the Fulani, the Boko Haram, the ISWAP controlled, Ansar, Lakurawa and Co. And what he did was to play them against each other. So that
you are alleging that President Tinubu had a deal with the terrorists?
Excuse me, whether we like it or not, it is no longer a secret anywhere in the world that.
So, but what's the evidence? Some people will say that.
Okay, let me
what
give you talk. Let me
evidence
just
do
give
you
you.
have?
Let me throw you one quickly. People don't realize that the Mandela bombing in Niger State, the Catholic church that was bombed in Niger State, the fellow who headed it actually was in Lagos, in Snake Island, 2 days, 3 days, and then traveled to northern Nigeria to take his team to execute. What does that tell you? Now, when he got into police custody, he was arrested and he miraculously escaped. When he escaped miraculously, where was he arrested? Where did he take up refuge? He took up refuge in the lodge of a serving high-placed government official from Borno State, who happens to now be who? The vice president of Nigeria. So what am I talking about here? Tinubu is one heartbeat away. You see, I feel sorry for him. In a way, we need to protect.
You said a lot of things. These are serious allegations.
Please, don't even bother. I'm the one talking. We are listen.
Yes.
We are the circumcision. We worship God in the
This,
spirit. We rejoice in Christ Jesus, and we have no confidence in the flesh. I'm a statesman. We worry about the generations to come.
This girl, I mean, this lady, shut up your mouth. What is serious allegation? That's why you people are covering things, are covering everything. Now look at your Yoruba villages that want to wipe them away. He said this is a serious allegation. He's telling you the truth. Why are they eager to purchase Muslim and Muslim tickets? In the history of Nigeria, have you heard about Muslim tickets? It's Muslim and Christian. But this is Muslim. That time, even our Hamadike even said it. Nigeria should not accept because of, yes, it's coming from Igbo man. Because of the hatred of you guys hate in a Igbo man. Nnamdi Kanu, who is he? You know, that will tell us all this thing that Madike said, Nnamdi Kanu said. Is it or is it not true? Why are they running a Muslim ticket? And that vice is a terrorist. Shetima is a terrorist. Shetima is a terrorist. Even Turumbu is a still terrorist. Yes, because if Turumbu is not a terrorist, it's not a radical Muslim, he will not be supporting all those jihad Muslims. He will not support them to take over what? Over Yoruba land. Because Biafra land is not acceptable. Minus Biafra land. 40 states of Biafra land is not acceptable. Nobody will conquer us. If it's not because of Nnamdi Kanu, no, and Mazi, our PM, Ekpan, and Dr. Ngozo Rabele, that yes, now stood and said whether do or die that he will, nobody can conquer us. We are asking the man, this is a serious allegation. This is a serious allegation. You are always covering evil. Even that time we are with this Sarah, you are covering evil woman. Can't you people say the truth? And he live in America. He reside in America. He have life in America. You have security in America. Can't you come up and speak the truth so that American people, Donald Trump, regime, will know how to help? No, people are covering evil. This is a serious allegation. My brother, my brother, actually, our father Ozi to Dr. Masanga.
na-eyida wan nne m ga-epu na-eyida wan ma oru ka mecha nnọọ
Okay, nsogbu adịọ. Nsogbu adịọ.
Kaka mecha, sorry, echefuru m na ọ dawa m fili na ọka iwe n'iwe nne m. Iwe n'iwe.
Nsogbu adịọ nna m.
I'm not worried about the next election. There's nothing I'm saying that cannot be substantiated, not only within Nigeria, but globally. So let nobody deceive themselves. His so-called, look, why do you think the federal government is trying to deny an evident truth? And all these people who have collected 30 pieces of silver, all these people speaking from two sides of the mouth, who are just shifting positions like the mendacious president that we have, why do you think they are going on like that? Because there's a plan. If this intervention had not come, and the president was allowed to go through his 8 years, who would he hand over the country to? And does he think they are not wise enough to know that if they are able to eliminate him, into whose hand does the country go? Now, this is where the problem is. If the country goes into the hand of the Boko Haram, the Fulani will not be happy. Those who are, look, let me give you a good example, an open secret. When Shekau became
Are you saying that the country will go into the hand of Boko Haram after Tinubu?
Please, if you remember very well, just after he came in, there was some kidnappings, some bombings, and then there was an outrageous demand for one impossible, I can't remember, was it 20 billion or something, impossible amount of money. When that demand was made, it was not really because they felt that kind of money will be paid. It was a direct message, a coded message to the presidency. Everybody is aware now that there was complicity in the times of in terms of the former president Muhammad Buhari. Like I mentioned Issa Pantami. Also, don't forget about that his interesting governor who turned against Buhari in the last minute, who was persuaded to turn against Buhari, the worst governor Kaduna State has ever had. And I said something when Kaduna State was
Governor El Rufai.
Yes. Look, let's not even go there. Go and look at his tweets in the earlier years. Go and look at his own open admission on television that he left Nigeria to neighboring countries with money to go and sponsor the terrorists who had come to kill in Nigerian territory. Why did they have that kind of confidence then? Was because they knew they had entered governance. Now, as I'm speaking right now, listen, we need to reformat this country. And there's an opportunity that has come right now that if we mismanage this opportunity, let me tell you something, even God in heaven will look away when in the south part of Nigeria, in the eastern part of Nigeria, 13-year-old girls end up being raped. Look, there was a blogger recently who was being political, and I want to tell everybody prophetically right now what is coming up for those who refuse to face truth, those who refuse to give value to the lives of others. A young blogger recently said that there's no genocide, I'm a Christian, I don't feel threatened, long live P-Bat. She was one of those who was killed, if the account that is coming is right, in Kwara State in a church attack. Oh, she thought it was far away. Now, this is the fate, sadly, of those
now,
who live in
by opportunity, you're talking about Trump saying that he would interfere with what is happening in Nigeria.
Well, I prefer the word intervention, and let me put it for you like this. For any godly-minded person, the declaration of Nigeria as a country, a CPC, that designation,
yeah,
yes, that designation is a human designation. What we should worry about is that God in heaven himself had already declared Nigeria as a country of particular concern. Listen, according to prophecy, Nigeria is supposed to be the trigger of a global move of revival. Then the other side too decided that Nigeria must become the epicenter of the next greatest satanic attack against the entire world. So the destiny of Nigeria is what we're fighting for. Look, the corruption in Nigeria, I gave an interview when President Tinubu entered, and I did remember saying that it would not be an honor for anybody to serve in this dispensation. After the negotiation, he bought. Look, the mantra of this government is this: whatever problem money cannot solve will be solved by more money. Not realizing that there's a hyper-dimensional problem, a problem bigger than money. Look, let me tell you something, the mistake that he's making. The whole Nigerian budget, when you look at it every year, all said and done, comes to how much? Maybe about $30 billion. How much does the diaspora remit to Nigeria every year?
$20 billion.
Dollars.
Yes,
so,
sir.
when you hear Nigerians, you see, when poverty has been weaponized against a nation, people cannot think anymore. The older generation have been reduced by the weaponization of poverty. So look, thinking is an expensive thing. So it's not easy. Don't blame the average Nigerian.
Okay.
People are susceptible to money.
So, Daddy, before we round up, you've said a lot of things. Are these things that you can defend, like the allegations
sleep.
of the president, the vice president being part of, the
excuse
Boko
me,
Haram?
in whose house was Kabiru Sokoto? In whose home was Kabiru Sokoto hiding before it was picked up? Please, if not for global interference in Nigerian affairs, we are ready 90-something% to the day of doom. So if we like, let us miss this opportunity. All those talking from the same different sides of the mouth, they will soon know what it is that we are dealing with.
Exactly what do you want the US to do?
Very simple. There are 4 sets of people who are talking to us in the US. Number 1, those who are genuinely concerned. All right. Number 2, we have those who are looking for government appointments. Number 3,
in the US, looking for government appointments in Nigeria.
Looking for government appointments in the US. They are careerists.
Trump's administration.
Then there are those who know that money, US dollars, follows policy. So if not for Trump, they will not be speaking up. They are there. And then there's a last set of zealots who are so zealous that they reject God's wisdom. Those ones are what we call sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. They are equally as dangerous. So this is what I want us to do. If Nigeria cooperates properly with the window that God has used Trump to open, there's something that I cannot talk about in detail now. It's called the flight of 2 eagles. There's a bald eagle in that vision that can rescue the green eagle. Now, if we are able to eliminate the unnecessary voices that are fouling the waters in America for us, both within those against us and those for us, and remain only the voices that are looking forward to the future of Nigeria, let me tell you what will come out of it. Number 1, Nigeria will become a nation. Watch this, where the value of life will be something else. We will leap from quantum leap to the forefront of global civilization, all within 4 to 8 years. Number 2, the Nigerian foreign exchange right now that is about 1,600 naira to the dollar can be brought down to at least 1 to 250 to 350 naira to the dollar if we cooperate properly with understanding to tailor the American response in a way that will be profitable to the global community. So
have you discussed any of this with the Nigerian government? Have you presented
a government that is busy denying? Listen, the moment the Nigerian government is ready, even for President Tinubu, there's a way of escape for him. I fear for his life. If you do a proper concatenation and look at the analysis of what's on the table, and the way these things are going, he can't trust anybody around him. Because there's an option open to them, which he's aware of. Okay? But Nigeria cannot afford that option.
What's the option?
Well, the point is this. If he cooperates with us, we have been studying this thing, we have been watching over this, we will create a Nigeria where no Muslim, no Christian is oppressed. Now, let me tell you this. When the generation of Awolowo and Zik and Co., when they got independence from Nigeria, Pax Britannica did not allow us to lay a firm foundation for a prosperous country. The
It's too late. This thing you are saying is too late. No mequatalism in that country, Nigeria. No mequatalism, because Fulani, they have taken over of that Nigeria. During the time of dead Buhari, even you people knows that Buhari, the real Buhari died. People are covering it. I bring somebody to replace him because of you guys' selfishness about Tinubu Emiloko. And they used the opportunity. The Fulanis used the opportunity that, it's a massive opportunity, they have that time. And they use it to show the whole country and put their people. They are using it. They use it to even change constitution. But Nigerians, Kanu was shouting, was talking, was telling Nigerians, look at the way this thing are going, and look at about what this man is doing. The dead this the dead Buhari, the one that I bring. You people say, come out. Their mouth is smelling because they want Biafra. Oga is late. What we'll be talking about now is how can Oduduwa, your own country, your own region, have their own separate themselves from Fulani. You see, that Nigeria, that government of Tinubu and the government of Fulani is no more Mukotalism, and you can't touch it because they have the plan. They have the plan to conquer. So there's nothing you can take them now. Then we listen to you. It is late. It's late. Nigeria is gone. There's no one called Nigeria. Nigeria is X. It's X Nigeria. Unless Yoruba people, you people are interested in that name. As of Biafra, we have gone. We are now pushing. We are pushing to go back to our country. Yeah. Saturday, next week, Saturday, a week today, we'll be celebrating 1 year of independence from Nigeria. So this thing you are saying, Oga, go and drink water because it's late.
Rule included religion. Now, this opportunistic hydra created by Osama bin Laden is using that opportunity. Now, if only Tinubu will cooperate, I will tell him that the first friend of Nigeria in America, first of all, the olden days, was a man called Frank Wolf. Next is Chris Smith, Congressman Chris Smith. After him, we want to thank people like Louis Gohmert, we want to thank people like Ted Budd, Peter Ricketts, we want to thank people like Hawley, we want to thank people like James Langford, then Ted Cruz. But most of all, this is better than any Nobel Peace Prize. We need to thank God for the two tweets that Donald Trump. They are prophetic.
So, but since Trump said that he was going to get involved, the killing has actually gotten worse, and the government is not doing anything really. The government is not doing
that
anything.
needed to happen to prove to the Nigerian that the government is so compromised, it does not care about your life. All it cares about is to win the next election, which could be very big, the last election that is really democratic in Nigeria.
This is a lot for people to digest. In the course of this half hour, you have implicated the president, the vice president, the entire cabinet, the military is compromised. A lot of these things, like the military being compromised and so on, people know. You've talked about El Rufai, you've talked about Sheikh Gumi, the minister that you mentioned, Issa Pantami.
Issa Pantami, what does he want to respond? His articles were on the Akada website.
Ka ha na-ekwu ihe ọwụghị daga anyị ahụ ọwụghị ka ọjọọ ahụ ke INN ahụ.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I forgot me.
Okay.
Globally exposed in France, everywhere. All the intel that has been given to Nigeria from foreign nations has been neutralized by the Nigerian government all these years. Who can deny that?
I'm really hoping that the Nigerian government will respond. I'm really hoping that they would respond to this.
Please, we have gone past that level. Where we are now is how do we save Nigeria? How do we salvage the nation? How do we create a future for all our children across the entire nation? Don't let the blood of the people who have been slaughtered through the years, past more than 20-something years, we should not let their bloodshed be in vain. Unmerited suffering is often redemptive, and that's the way we should go now.
Thank you so much, Reverend.
Oh God, that's why we Biafrans, we are fighting. That's why we said that all the people that Nigerian soldiers, all those Nigerian terrorists kill, that their blood will never go in vain. That's why you see us fighting hard, hitting hard, us to go to our country and establish our country. Let me use this opportunity here to say this because today in TikTok, you see, ọda Jerry Baffa, Jerry nke a nwee eze ya kwukwakwukwo na art film nke a ga-emere ka one time na Georgia ya na
the thing I'm surprised o kwutekwuru okwu maka ihe mere maazị our president.
yes, o kwutere okwu maka binti ụmụ one woman there that bịa na platform ya. The woman is saying all sorts of rubbish. She said she's not Igbo, and I don't know where the woman comes from. Listen, we are both Nigerian. We are not a Nigerian. Anybody that is saying, let us drop this Biafra, this is Christian, this is not Christian. We are Christians, yes. We are Christians, and we are what? We cannot drop our Biafra because of we want to be one. We are not one before. You know who put us to be one? And they put us to be one, and Nigeria is not helping matter. Is it the way they are treating we Biafrans? Where that oil is coming from? My dear sister, if you are talking, if you want to fight in one Nigeria, minus Biafrans, minus us. Yeah, he said that if Fulani is coming to kill now, that they don't know if it's Igbo or if it's Yoruba or if it's this and that, and if they are coming, that that it's everywhere, and even though we have our nation, that that will still be them because our sisters, some of them marry Hausa, some of them marry Fulani, some of them marry Yoruba. My dear, we are going to do what? We are going to secure our land. Our government know how to handle everything. But we are not going to fight for one Nigeria. We have gone. And we have our independence now, whether people like it or not. We don't care that name of Nigeria. That's what I want to tell you. If you guys fighting, calling for unity of Nigeria, minus Biafrans. Okay, now. Say it here because.
Thank you. Good evening, viewers across the globe. I am coming to you.
Ụmụnne biko help ọnụ m click the like button. Biko help ọnụ m click the like button, share ya nọ biko help ọnụ m click the like button, very important. Help ọnụ m click the like button. CJ, I greet you. CJ ndewo. Click the like button.
Tonight to address you on a crucial matter of international law. The violation of international law by countries, especially Nigeria, that has not agreed to any pact, any court in the world, and the violation of international law by means of rendition is something that I want to address today. It's a very sad day for me. I've been working so hard across the globe to make sure that we bring some sanity in Africa. I am saddened by the judgment of a judge in Nigeria who seemed not to have known what he was doing, what he was saying. But he opens up one good thing that the world must now start tackling. He agrees they actually abducted, renditioned Mr. Namdi Khan. He agrees that Mr. Namdi Khan was renditioned, taken, abducted. This is not the first time Nigeria has abducted people. Remember, my clients who are languishing in a jail in Yaoundé, I am their international legal advisor and expert on the matter of the 10 men, Naira men, who were abducted, Southern Cameroonians, professors and lawyers, friends of the world, the people who have contributed immensely to the world, were abducted from Abuja, from the same regime, from the same terrorist regime, a state that is already infiltrated by terrorists, abducted at night and taken to Abuja. From Abuja, put on a military plane, blindfolded, taken to Yaoundé, violating a non-refoulement case or matter law, which is very clear. They were refugees already registered by the United Nations. We got a judgment on arbitrary.
Yeah. And I be after them make a difference. Dear friends, this is Dr. Masanga. Everybody, Biafra knows him very well. Yes, because onye mọfụma anyị asị na ọ na-eme ọfụma, onye mee nke jọ njọ anyị asị onye a na ọ na-eme nke jọ njọ. Ọ dị mma ka anyị na-enye ndị na-asọpọtụ anyị accolades and also na-agọzikwanụ ha with ọrụ ndụlọkwu anyị. You people can listen to Dr. Masanga, what he's saying now. It's not today Nigeria start adopting people from other countries. Nigeria is a dead country. This man is worried. A politician couple. I think political science. Oh, Yamabo only Kuru in Africa. Oh, did the same Masanga, Dr. Masanga. Help and fight for the kidnapper of our PM, Samonekban. If it's not this man and Dr. Ngozi Rebeza, our DPM and the cabinet, and some Europeans, by now, how many months ago? Because what their plan, Bianco no, and Nigerians, some government, all those Nigeria government, plus Biafra, Igbo Biafra governors. They are plan evil. Plus this woman, Nnamdi Kanu, wife. If it's not this man, support our government and that stop that. They wanted to kidnap Simon Ekpan down to Nigeria. They plan everything. That's why I asked my brother, because I want to thank him. Separate thanks. I want to pray for this, our father. He's doing a great work, which nobody in Africa stand up like this man. This our daddy, Dr. Masanga. Suppose we have like 5 people, that truthful people in Africa, and saying and telling the world the reality things. By now, Africa will not be this mess. Can you see this man? Only him with his team, writing a letter all over the world, crying, and we are seeing results. That's why I said, Masanga, I'm a Biafra lady. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mochukwu Okike Abiama give you a long life. Mochukwu Okike Abiama give you a long life, because when you have a long life and good health, you can able to working for us in Africa as a whole. Only you stand with the Biafrans. How many good years? I remember the time you cry out, the time of our Onyendo kidnap. And these people, those mediocres, good for nothing people, DOS, they are accusing you that your hand is there. Do you know why? Because they don't want you to stand within the camera. They want to send you away so that they will accomplish their mission. But your hand is clean. That's why we Genu Biafrans, we love you. We continue loving you. Because everything that you said and you're about to say is for the freedom of Africa and Biafrans, Biafran nation. Thank you so much. Nam, because the one you they play here. Ambo.
A judgment to date, Nigeria and Cameroon. The case is in the Queen's chambers in London, where I've pressed for an order to seize the properties of the 2 countries. The United Nations Court, arbitrary court, gave us over 400 million US dollars in compensation. We have tried to do what we can to get this order enforced. Enforcement of this order is taking place as I speak, and very soon we shall be able to seize the embassies of the 2 countries. Believe me or not, from today onward, I have serious interest in the case outside Nigeria of Nnamdi Kanu. 3 hours ago, I spent drafting a review, a judicial review against the government of United Kingdom in the United Kingdom court to review why they did not see rendition, why we should give evidence, thorough evidence, how Mr. Nnamdi Kanu was abducted without the country where he was abducted from knowing that he had been abducted. They came stealthily, stole the guy, abducted the guy, blindfolded him, took him to Nigeria. The court today has said, yes, he was renditioned. The judge, a lousy, silly, shambolic judge who seemed to have gone to a school compound, but never gone into a classroom, tried to summarize to us. In doing so, he said he brought it out, all of it. And that is very good evidence, which I have captured for me. I have, from today onwards, in the old lady in the court, in His Majesty's court, I've become an interested party on this case because it is outside Nigeria's armpit. I will now take on the Ministry of Foreign and Commonwealth that has failed to reinforce, that has failed to investigate the renditioning of Nnamdi Kanu, a British national, taken away. And the courts in that country, Kenya, said, no, you must bring back that person because you violated our laws. How on earth a Commonwealth country violates another Commonwealth airspace, comes at night, steals people, takes them? How on earth another Commonwealth country called South Cameroon violates it goes into Nigeria, connived with Nigerian intelligence systems, arrest, pick, abduct, blindfold 10 men, 10 good professor friends of mine. I will always fight for that truth until Paul Biya releases them. We have gone to every court. We shall produce evidence. I will produce evidence. I have taken the case because the case is there. The family went to the court in London. Now it is not a matter of the family anymore. It's a matter of public interest, public law. We are going to exercise public law that we read on international scene to find out whether this is correct, that a British national should be detained, abducted, airlifted, renditioned, and the government does not say anything, even when the courts themselves have said this was illegal. I therefore take this opportunity to urge, to tell all those people who can now support. It is not the family alone now. It is all of us that we must stand firm. You can see the ethnic divisions that have littered the insanity of Nigeria. A Yoruba judge makes a sentence as if he's sentencing Satan. You can see it. And I've been telling people, I've been telling the world, just the whole of last week, I was telling over 7 to 8 to 9 ministers, foreign ministers and the legal experts, attorney generals in The Hague. I told them, this is not a country that should exist anywhere in West Africa. This is a country that should be divided, rearranged, because it is one of the Christians are being molested and the world is watching. Moderate Muslims, girls are being abducted every day. Taken, our girls, younger people who need protection are being abducted. And when you speak, Nigeria comes around,
Dr.
harasses you.
Masanga,
Today,
our daddy.
let this be.
That's why, Dr. Masanga, that's why we Biafrans, we did our referendum. We did our referendum. After that referendum, 50,000 of Biafrans vote that we don't want to live in that useless country called Nigeria. We have gone. That's why, because the country is not good. As I am naming it now, what we passing through from their passport, you can't use their passport to travel nowhere. You can't do anything. You can't make sure that you are from Nigeria in diaspora because the country is dead. Which you know that we have our nation now called Biafra. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. May Chukwu Kabiyama bless you. All the support you are giving to we Biafran. Because as you now said that you are going to stand up for our Onyendu, our president Nnamdi Kanu, this is not family matter anymore. I really appreciate you. Because the family of Nnamdi Kanu did not accept us. The family of Nnamdi Kanu, the siblings, the time someone was broadcasting and telling them and telling all of us, included them, that Nigeria will never leave Nnamdi Kanu. They are fighting Simon Ekpan. They are calling him all sorts of names. Supposing the family know that this is a man that comes for their brother. They come in and ask him, please, my brother, how can we go? How can we team up? How can we join hands to fight this release of our, because it's their brother, it's true, but it's our leader. It's our president. How can we team up? How can we do it? But they're in one side fighting for Ekpan, accusing him. Among the things that happened to our PM, Ekpan Njoko, the hand of Nnamdi Kanu siblings are there. If you remember, the time you interview our Simon Ekpan, you know what he told you? They are not fighting him tooth and nail. They are not saying all sorts of things that is coming to take the position of their brother. Biafra is bigger than everybody. And that the same of one of his brother called Kanu Takanu. He resides in Germany. He knows that his brother Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped for 8 days. And that the same brother that is crying now is going to London court. is the one that someone called him. Do you hear what is going on? We didn't see Nandekano. The same Nandekano is in mountain praying. He knows everything that goes wrong. Now they are crying. Now they are crying, Coco. In short, now they are crying, Dr. Masanga. Yes, it will help them. We want you to help us as well, because our Nandekano, he has suffered. Because of this fighting of liberation, the Biafrans, the father, he lost the father, he lost her mother, he lost many people in his own house. I'm so happy. We Biafrans, we are happy for the volunteering that you said that you will take it on your head. May Chukwukabiyama bless you, Papa. May you eat the fruit of your labor.
You say.
May your generation see Biafra land. May you, Dr. Masinga, may you live to eat the fruit of your labor in Biafra land. Because you're a great man. You are a man with good heart. The whole Africa nation, nobody is like you. I will say it. Apart from my president, Nnamdi Kanu, apart from Obatobie, Simon Njoku, apart from this, our honorable, loving mother, Dr. Ngozo Rabet, our DPM, other ones are very wicked people. Your children will come to our land and we welcome them like a king, because you fought for the liberation of Biafrans. He fought to save your brothers and sisters. Mokike, protect you. Mokike, protect you.
You say.
Mokike, give him more wisdom.
You say.
To go.
You say.
We support you. Daddy,
thank
you, sir.
You say.
Nna m ọmbụ ọgbakwa ịchọ ikwu n'ikwe ọ bụ na onwe goddess tọkara na nọtina asatina.
Mba, ha nọ ya. Goddess dị busy, ọ ya mere. Ka anyị na-agagodo.
Ngwa ọgbakwa ịchọ ichifu na ichifu.
Nsogbu adịghị nne m, nsogbu adịghị. Thank you so much. Onye mgba gị ume. Thank you.
A warning to them that most of us don't even admire to come to Nigeria. Never. Neither do we want to do any business with Nigeria, because it's a failed state. It's a country without a country, a state without a state, malicious state, a fake state that fakes evidence. Their role is to abduct people. Sometime almost 2 years ago, they wanted to abduct another gentleman, young man. Again, thanks God to some of us, the European Court in Strasbourg. Listen to me. I warned the European Court that there is a country in Europe, 2 countries in Europe, Norway and Finland, that are looking for commercial interests, economic interests in Africa, that want to sell the people who have run away from the oppressive regimes. They are dealing, Finland is dealing with a regime which has terrorists, and then it is condemning everybody. Russia, what? Ukraine. What is going on here? Finland used to be a country that used to think of dialogue, peace, reconciliation. Excuse me. What has happened to Finland? It has become a state that brutalizes people, that engages itself with the terror systems of Tinubu and another foreign minister who shouts with his teeth without the brains. The people are being killed. And we cannot keep quiet, and as Africans and all of us keep quiet. Christians are being murdered. Children are being abducted. Girls are being taken out of their schools. Is the world, is Trump, are you seeing or not seeing? Is Trump, is Prime Minister Scammer, do you see Dr.
After that and there's that Finland president with the later for this vice president in later this has a picture again. After yes. After man gone na sige ya congratulations na no more mere ha. After me okay any asere picture. Shetima yes, Shetima nne master. Nne m Stella Azuka, nne ndewo nne jisike Chukwu gozie gị gbaa gị ume. Akaobi isi ndewo. Mommy Rose nọ here.
Okay, what going to tell you? I'm not here.
Mama money there or something else. I don't know. Go, thank you so much for it. Powerful and so convenience. I am at work. I cannot come in now. Okay, on.
Okay, no problem.
David Lamy, my friend, I'm a member of the Labour Party for 38 years. I've voted in this country where I am here now. Why are you not seeing exactly what's supposed to be done? Why? This is a country that should not be working with you. This is a country that should be sent out of the Commonwealth. Why are we not sending it out of the Commonwealth? What's Nigeria doing in the Commonwealth? A country that does not abide by any laws. The rendition of Nnamdi Kanu is illegal. The sentencing to life of Nnamdi Kanu is illegal. Because even the judge doesn't know whom he was sentencing. A court in Kenya has already said, you took somebody without us knowing. Kenya has no extradition treaty with Nigeria.
Hey.
And the international law was violated of renditioning a person, taking him, blindfolding him, put him in jail, not even in prison, no medical treatment, put him on trial in a makeshift prison of the intelligence of Nigeria. The point of Biafra can never go away with all intimidation and imprisonment of people. The Biafran issue must be solved by Biafra, by the government sitting down, allowing a referendum. If you don't allow a referendum, you have something coming, which is beyond that you think by the time you...
Yes, Dr. Masanga. Thank you very much for telling them. We'll be telling them that, you know, the freedom of Biafra is not for intimidation. They cannot intimidate us anymore. They say that we are so bold. They've kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Will you stop? No, we did not stop. They say arrest our PM, Simon Ekpan. We did not stop. We carry it over. And Chukwakike bring another strongest woman that leading us, Dr. Ngozo Rabeze, our DPM and our cabinet. Is Nigeria surprised? No, they did not surprised because they know that Biafrans are not the type of backing down for anybody. That anything that we speak for and we're fighting that thing that we are going to take it, and we're taking it, and we're taking our nation. Because they're supposed to come and dialogue with us, with our government. Because of the pride in them. Because of the oil and gas they're eating in our own land. But we're telling them that whether they like it or not, Nigeria must bow under their needs. The time we expect them to come and negotiate and tell us how can we do, and they are using the violent way and sending their terrorist soldiers to come into our territory to be killing our mothers, raping our sisters, our mothers, killing us, making life to be miserable. To us, we say no, no more, never again, never again. Tell them, and you are telling them now, and I thought that we are joking. We are not joking. Dr. Ngozi Onabueze and our cabinet, they are not joking. Neither us that is not in the cabinet. We are not joking. We mean it. Any word we said that we do it. Because Nigeria is dead. And we are not going back again, never again. Whether they like it, they don't like it, they must like it by force. According to international law, they will come and dialogue with our government. Whether Tinubu like it, whether Shetima like it, whosoever that will govern them, we don't care. They let them come and say to us so that we should have. You see, I research in UK. There is Dublin, Ireland, Ireland and UK. They are sisters and brothers. If you have their citizen, Irish citizen, if you have for example now Spanish citizen, it's not the same right. Who have Spanish citizen and who have Irish citizen? The one that have Irish citizen have more rights than Spanish citizen. Why? Ask me why. Because of their brothers and sisters. And the Irish, they are fought and separate. And they log and everybody find their own way. And they are now their sisters and brothers. You can live in Irish. Irish people can live in England. So Nigeria should know that this thing that they're saying or they're killing will not solve it. Killing will not stop it. Intimidation will not stop it. Intimidating those people that their hand is clean. Injustice to Nnamdi Kanu, injustice to all. Injustice to Simon Ekpa, so injustice to all. Because Simon Ekpa served free land. Simon Ekpa never committed any crime in Finland. Because of our resources, they are now landlocked with Nigeria. They are now signed. They are now signed with Nigeria. How to deport your own citizen? Finland. Because of terrorist country, because Trump is a terrorist, is ex-convict. Let me ask you, Finland, can ex-convict be your president? Can ex-convict be in your own government? Can ex-convict, cocaine pusher, cocaine dealers, terrorists be your own prime minister? The answer is no. Why are you people suffering the people in Nigeria? Why are you people are so wicked? Someone that have a marry a finish and have a child and never break Finnish law because of corruption. Finland president, you are so corrupt. What is that stupid man name? Alexander Waiting. You are so corrupt.
Alexander.
You are so corrupt. Because if you are not corrupt, I don't see the reason why you can negotiate with terrorists. Shetima is a terrorist. Go eat and see. His name is there. Shetima is a terrorist. If you are not a wicked man, you are not a terrorist yourself, you cannot negotiate to a terrorist, to send Ekpa that serve you people for how many good years in army. Ekpa that contribute many things in that land. He now want to save his people. He has been sending you everything that Nigeria is doing to his own people in Biafra land. You are even encouraging him. He supports you in your own party. He did everything to make sure that you win that election. Because of our prime minister support you, all the millions of Biafra that's following our prime minister, we all support you, praying for you. After you won that election, and now, because of our resources, the resources that supporting you back Ekpan, Simon Ekpan and Joko, you back him. You said, okay, you recognize us. What is gas? What is gas? We are not stingy. We will consider you and give it to you free of charge, instead of doing all nonsense of things with a Tinubu, with a terrorist country. Can imagine. Biafrans, we need to thank Dr. Masanga. Biafrans, we need to appreciate Dr. Ngozi Orebeze and the cabinet. I know some of you guys are cursing him, are saying all sorts of rubbish. But time will come, you people will know the good that woman called Dr. Ngozi Orebeze and the cabinet did to us. Oge na-abịa mgbe unu ga-amata ihe nwaanyị a mere anyị. but ya dịkwara unu late. Dr. Masanga, I still praying for you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You are a father. You are a good father. You are a good brother. You are a father that never sleep. You are a father that wake up for the midnight to check your children. You are a good father, Daddy. Thank you very much. Dear friends are thanking you. Dr. Masanga, you will reap where you sow in our land. Your generation upon generation is welcome in Biafra land. If care is not taken, we are going to be an in-law. All Gobuchionye. Dr. Masanga, we are there for two of my leaders. May your children reap the good, the blessing of the land wherever they reside. May the earth, Mother Earth, guide you and protect you. Sickness will be far away from you, Dr. Masanga. Thank you very much for the good work. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Please, don't be tired. Please, sir. We are praying for strength. May good Lord give you a strength. Mr. Masanga, thank you, sir. Humble. Ngwan.
To run, it will be too late for. You must sit and allow people to decide. Does it worry you, Mr. Tunubu, that 94 million people registered to vote? Only 26 million appeared. Doesn't it worry any president like you? Maybe because you are so much used to drugs, so you don't know. Maybe you are having drugs. I don't know, because doesn't it worry you that 94 million people voted, registered to cast the vote? Only 26 appeared. 68 million disappeared. Is that a country you are leading, where kidnap, abduction, rape, murder, scorched policies by Boko Haram, by jihadists, Fulani jihadists, coming down, killing everybody, taking over farms, and you are watching? We have to speak. We are not agitating for anything beyond the speech and the legal. We shall on to come to London. I want you to buy you a ticket to arrive in London tomorrow. If you can go back, you will go back after the judge has cautioned you. We have put all safeguards. It's good you are now going to, you are running to Paris. But even in Paris, I'm penetrating Paris very soon you'll receive a cheap prosecutor knock on your door. You have done something today which is not worth it. You are not worth being in African Union. You are not worth being in the Commonwealth. I've spoken. We shall struggle. The family, we are now interested parties. I'm an interested party in the case. I don't need permission from the family of Nnamdi Kanu to pursue the case in London. The family has got to stand. Nnamdi Kanu has millions and millions and millions of followers. I'm one of those who are very happy with his work. Very happy because he has done nothing wrong, which the Boko Haram are doing. He has done nothing wrong, which the Boko Haram have not done. They have done, the Boko Haram have done worse than Nnamdi Kanu speaking. He's not there, but Boko Haram is still abducting, killing people. This nonsense of saying, someone is talking of facts, asking for a referendum, and you lock him for life is not worth it. We shall seek a judicial review. Ladies and gentlemen, those who can assist me on this journey, go ahead. Those who want to be, we haven't lost it yet. There is a window of hope. There is a judiciary in the United Kingdom that listens to views. There's a judiciary that can open a review. We are not demanding guns. We are not telling people to go and fight with guns. We are only demanding a review, a judicial review of the decision. We are not going for an appeal. We are going for a judicial review for us to give evidence. Some of us who know exactly that Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned, because nobody has told the true story of renditioning of Nnamdi Kanu to this court. He was taken. A judge says now, today, he has given us evidence that they abducted him. They abducted him. The words that he has said, never said them on any of some of us interviewed him 1 month before his abduction. He never said any words to tell people to go and fight. Why have they not called us to testify? Because they know we shall tell the truth. Therefore, let this truth come out. We stood, we stand, and we must fight for this gentleman to come out of this quagmire. The British government has a consular. The consular has the right. You have to investigate. They should have come to pick up the order, a court order. I singularly went to a court in Arusha, only to be left there alone. Nigeria never turned up because Nigeria has not signed for any document to be accessible to this court in Arusha. Then that Nigeria you see, all of you who are talking of Nigeria, please, Nigeria has nowhere. If they kill you, they will kill you. They have nowhere in the world where they have signed an agreement. I stood alone in the court, and the court said, this country has not signed and it is not coming. I've posted these documents here. I saw this coming long time ago. We needed to expand the horizon. I told the lawyers, let's expand the horizon. If we did not expand the horizon of Simon Ekpa, he would have been in the dungeons. They wanted to go at night. I've discovered a very serious plot by Finnish ministry with the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Nigeria and the minister, a woman called Ojukwu in the Foreign Affairs. I'm going to expose this with documents, with facts, why telephone conversations and imagery, how many telephones they have made to the Finnish government wanting to kidnap secretly, take Mr. Simon Ekpa. Time has come to expose these people. We cannot sit idle when our people who are simply speaking, seeking freedom to exchange views, a political solution, put it there. People will take part. If the referendum has said go, let them go. They have a right under the UN conventions. I've studied them. They are here. All of them are here. I studied them. If you want, I can tear some of the papers I have. That is my position. Therefore, I have joined the case in London as an interested party. And tomorrow, I'll post my submissions after we have filed the application. It will cost, it will take time, but it's better to sell even my shirt to save this young man from prison because he did nothing wrong. He was abducted. That is the biggest mistake. He was abducted by some people, and you have allowed these same people. There you are.
Humble.
There you are. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ezinne.
I think it's a better go. That's for the offer.
Okay. Just offer a obere. Oh, greeting ka ọ chọrọ ikele, greeting.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Biafrans. Onye furu ngozi ọrabeze ekele ya.
Kele ya.
Onye furu ngozi ọrabeze ekelebenu ya.
Nne ime na o.
Nwanyị ka nwa nnukwu nne. Onye furu ngozi ọrabeze ekele ya si ya na o mela. Onye furu Dr. Masanga ya kenebe ya.
Kele ya o.
Ndị Biafra niile Dr. Masanga. Ụmụ Biafra biko gaanụ na webụsaịtị ya kenebe ya. Onye furu Dr. Masanga kenebenu ya. Ya nomela. Masanga na binne ma Biafra. Nna ka nna mmo na Biafra niile. Masanga nna m na ya dịrị gị mma n'ụtụtụ. Dr. Masanga na ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'ehihie. Dr. Masanga na ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'uchichi. Masanga na ana m ekele gị n'imela. Dr. Masanga. Nna m oke nna ndị Biafra. You can ask any Igbo speaking Biafra to translate. I want to use my own language, my own dialect to greet you special. Nna ka nna Biafra niile. Oke nwanne dị na mba. Nna m ana m asị gị daalụ. Ana m asị gị daalụ Masanga. Ana m asị gị daalụ. Ana m asị gị daalụ Dr. Masanga. Ana m asị gị daalụ ọlụ. Ị na-arụrụ anyị ebuka. Ị na-alụrụ anyị nne. Ana m asị gị daalụ. Ụmụ Biafra na-asị gị daalụ. Nnamdi Kanu na-asị gị daalụ. Simon Ekpa na-asị gị daalụ oke nna. Dr. Ngozi Arabeze na-asị gị daalụ. Dr. Masanga. Anyị na-asị gị daalụ ọlụ. Ike na-agwụ gị ezigbo nna. Ina lulu mo Biafra ebuka. Shoki kabia magane dugi. Shoki kabia magedugi. Anama singi dalwe. Anama singi dalwe. Anama singi dalwe zina. Anama singi dalwe. Dr. Masanga. Ọ ga-adịrị ndị n'ezinụlọ gị na mma n'eke. Duru unu n'oyie. Duru unu n'afọ. Duru unu na nkwọ. Ahịa ụmụ Igbo ji wee biri, anyị Biafra niile ji wee biri. Nna m, ọ ga-echekwa gị. Ebe ị nọ weli problem anyị bụ ụmụ Biafra siso gị na ndị otu gị wee na-agala anyị ije ka anyị wee nwere obodo anyị, ka anyị dị ka ndị obodo oyibo, ka anyị dị ka ndị obodo oyibo si wee biri na ịnwe ihe anyị ga-eji wee bie. Nna m, daalụ hinne. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. I thank you for you that standing for all the African nations. May Chukwu Okike, may your ancestors guard you and protect you. May sickness be far away from you. May bad ones, those that will plan to kill you, then will kill their head, then will kill their generation, and then will use the 6 feet, be enter there forever and will be their house forever and ever. Because of the good work that we are doing for Biafrans and the one that we are about to do. Dr. Masanga, thank you so much. Thank you very much. And majikwa ohere wee na-ekele nne ka nne mụrụ Biafra, nne dị ime wee risk ya wee baa flight. Ịmakwa na nwaanyị dị ime na-erisk, ịmakwa na nwaanyị dị ime baa flight. Ụmụ nwoke ndị dị enyi, ịmakwa na ọ na-adị risk. Before nwaanyị ahụ abaa flight, ọ ma ihe ọ ga-erisk before ritue. Dr. Ngozi Orabezawa wa DPN o wee riskie afọ ime anwa wee buru ya wee lue na Finland wee mụọ anya wee mụpụta ya wee kara anọchọ ya up till now. Ọ dị izi, ọ dịghị izi. Ana m eji opportunity wee na-ekene ndị kabinet anyị niile na-asụ ụnụ ọ ya dịrị ụnụ na mma, jisi n'ike. Ike agwụkwana ụnụ na anyị kwụrụ n'azụ. Pharmacist Diana, ana m eji opportunity a na-asị gị nwaada ka Ada Chukwu tere mmanụ wee si n'afọ nne ya wee pụta. Ada Nleche, ana m asị gị ezigbo nne, happy birthday. Nyanwa dị egwu, and anyị na-emeri gị ekpere na-asị gị na ọzọ ị ga-eselebreti nne m. Ịma na nke a na ịsakrifayela anyị ya wee nye ihe for free of charge. Ndị mmadụ value gị ewekene gị. Ọzọ ya eme ezigbo nne, ị ga-apụ. Ị ga-eyi ọmarịcha akwa lecheli m nleche tinye nye ndị ọ na-asụ ha. We don't care. Nna sị gị happy birthday. Nna sị gị ka m bụọlị gị abụ gị na o ruru gị. Happy birthday to you. Ọmarịcha nne, happy birthday to you. Only one bụ masị wee tinye n'isi. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Tata wuri ate, Tata wuri ete Tantaguri, 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 ate. Mechukwu kobia ma chekwage. Leke mechukwu kopikabia ma chekwage. Na nkwo mechukwu okikabia ma chekwage. Loya mechukwu okikabia ma chekwage. N'afọ pipipi ure nna m ezigbo nwanne Humble Lion adị n'afọ mụrụ gị Chukwu okike abịa ma ga-edebere anyị na bụ Sabrina International Limited ezigbo nne ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma Chukwu okike abịa ma pụchacha onye dịka Humble wee tinye ya n'afọ gị iwe mụọ anya iwe mụpụta anya mmụọ zipụta ya ni o wee were ya wee na-agara ụmụ Biafra ozi nne m ịya adị ndụ wee rie ihe niile ịrụ ịya adị ndụ nne m ime anwụchu ihe ọjọọ ama mme gị ezinụlọ gị ga na-aga were were otu anyị niile si wee were ụkwụ anyị wee bịa n'obodo oyibo otu akwa ka anyị ga-esikwa were ụkwụ anyị wee natakwa n'obodo nna anyị bụ Biafra land otu akwa ka anyị ga-esikwa wee fụ unu nwa bụ ndị nne anyị wee nye unu ihe ọma anyị wetara n'obodo oyibo wee bịa wee mee ka diabetes unu wee na anyị ga-eme diabetes ndị nne anyị ga-ana ndị nna anyị ga-ana IBP na-egbu ndị nne na nna anyị ọ ga-ana ọ ya ka anyị na-agbọ mbọ ọ ya ka nwa gị bụ Humble Lion na-agbọ mbọ nna m ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma jisi ike ike agwụna gị Chukwu okike abịa ma zutere gị n'ọrụ a ọ ga-echekwa gị ọganihu ga-abụ nke ndị na ezinụlọ gị ọka nke m si na-enyere gị efe iwe na-achụ Biafra onweghị mkpọkpọ na akpọkpọ gị bụkwa n'ịgwa na ya n'ọsịsọ Biafra bụ ihe ọ ga-emedebere gị n'ụwa obi adị gị mma o wee nyere gị data efe nke m ana m ekene gị ezigbo nwanyị my good wife you will eat the labor the fruit of your labor in our Biafra land nobody will take you away you are my gem forever and will be mine forever nke mụ na gị ga-ebie n'udo nke mụ na gị ga-ebi na Biafra oyoyoyoyo mụ na gị ga-ebi mụ na gị ga-ebi mụ na gị ga-ebi onye ọma mụ na gị ga-ebi nke m Humble mụ na gị ga-ebi na Biafra mụ na gị ga-ebi mụ na gị ga-ebi onye ọma ekelekwa m gị asị m gị daalụ hinne nwanne
m thank you so much Chukwu gozie gị ndị Biafra ekele m unu Chukwu gozie unu niile Chukwu gozie unu niile ndị bịa join anyị thank you I love you all ka emesịa